Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over the AM Silver Bullet for Thursday, November 23rd. It's Thanksgiving Day and it's a US holiday, which means the US banks are closed, and so the trading volume is going to be much lower. And I usually don't trade this morning, but the last at least 2 years, there's been a pretty decent setup for the Silver Bullet hour. Usually between 9 and 10, 10 to 11, there's been a pretty decent move. Um, and so I wanted to show you what I took this morning, how I took this trade this morning, and made a couple $100, and went on my way. So first thing I want to do is I want to turn on the Kraken Silver Bullet Pro indicator. You can get this information in the description below on how to get it. And so this is the 8:30 to 10 is this dark candle here, dark shaded background here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn on the Asia, London, and New York Killzone. Okay, that's the AM session. That's what I want to turn on. Let's hide that for a minute. Okay, London high obviously was taken already. London low is taken. Asia high has been taken, so Asia low is way down here. New York Killzone is still open, and New York Killzone is still open. Okay, so I'm going to take off Asia and I'm going to take off London. Okay, so that's the only liquidity that I'm concerned about. New York Killzone and New York Killzone high. Those are the two that I'm looking for. Okay, and so when this 10 o'clock started, okay, so New York Killzone low has been taken. Now we're looking for our reversal, right? And so what do we need? I need swing high to get taken out. I need a market structure shift. All right. I'm taking this swing point. You can use this swing point here if you want. It doesn't really matter. It's the same difference. Okay, so I'm going to use the one that I had before. Why? Because that's a swing point. This is a swing point too. So, like I said, you could even use this one if you really wanted to. It still gets broken. Okay, so don't get hung up on, well, I would use the other swing high. Nobody cares. Why? Because this is the same candle that broke all three. Okay, so who cares? This is the market structure shift. There's been a market structure shift. It's all we care about at this point. So then what do? We look left and we see that there's a fair value gap over here. There's a fair value gap right there. Let's mark this one. I thought I didn't mark one of them. Okay. There's fair value gap right there, right? Okay, so let's also pull our fib. Yeah, let's pull our fib from here to here. And let's see where optimal trade entry is. I've been really a big fan lately of optimal trade entry. And obviously it's in right here is the lower one. So obviously when we have two, we want to aim for, we can take a trade at the top one. If it's at around 50%, we can take a trade here, but our stop has to go below this. Why I like optimal trade entry is because we're going to get in down here and we're going to take, our stop's going to be right below this low here. And if we're wrong, we are obviously going the other way, right? That's what we're looking for. So I'm either right or I'm wrong, and then I can adjust to go take it and entry the opposite way. That's kind of why I like optimal trade entry so much. So there's optimal trade entry where we can go. So if it comes back down in here, I'm going to buy. Where am I going to target? Well, it is depending on when we get in. I know that by 11 o'clock, usually the market kind of just kind of bounces around, kind of just the volume drops off after 11. So I really want to go to 11 o'clock and then I want to get out. So wherever I'm at, pretty much close to 11, I'm going to be done. For when I'm looking left here, we have a swing high here, we have a major swing high here, we have a major swing high here. So I'd be aiming for right now from here. Let's see how high this is. Oh yeah, well, that's 17, 18. Okay, so that's pretty much what I'll be aiming for right here if I can't get this high. Okay, because like I said, it's a holiday. They act a little differently. Not nearly as much volume and nearly as much trading going on. And so you don't really have as much clear moves. that you would normally during the week. They don't act the same. So let's just see how they go. You kind of got to take what you can get in this hour. We can't buy yet. We got to get into optimal trade entry. That one's good. Okay, that one we're gonna buy. All right, so let's buy there. Again, our stop has to be below this. So it's, we're talking, we'll just go to five handles here, right here, and we're going to target this high right here. So I aimed right there to make it even. I believe it's even. No, it's not. All right. All right, so there you go. 16 handles, or, it's 3R. It's not the full thing. If we get here, we'd be great. It would be awesome. Like I said, we got until 11 o'clock. So our draw on liquidity I have is right here. Okay. Now if we pulled our manipulation leg from here to here, right? Let's pull our manipulation leg. Let's see, between 2 and 2.5 is below the kill zone, where it likes to reverse usually. If it's going to keep going, it's going to go through there. But if it reverses, usually we're looking between 2 and 2.5. So this is the low-hanging fruit. This one I feel confident. That's on a holiday week. I'd be thrilled with that. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Again, it is Thanksgiving, so volume isn't as great. Usually don't trade it, but like I said, the last few Thanksgivings have been pretty decent for a silver bullet trade setup. So. And because it is a holiday weekend, we're just going to move our stop to just over break even. Like I said, there's less volume. It does act a little strange, so you definitely want to take what you can get out on a holiday weekend. No one wants to be, for the psyche, no one wants to lose money on a holiday when you probably shouldn't be trading. But you can trade before it closes. But just know that when London's over, if the U.S. is closed, it's kind of a crapshoot. If we take this high, I'm raising it up more. All right, we just took that high, so now we're raising it up to. Oh, let's just see. Count the PDRA is volume imbalance, fair value gap, volume imbalance. Actually, it's right here, I think. Okay. All right, that just took us out. And right before 11 o'clock. Okay. All right, so where does it stop? Between 2 and 2.5. And then it starts retracing. I'm not sure if it ever takes the kill zone high, to be honest. All right, so there, that shows you enough that from the manipulation leg between 2 and 2.5 is where it went to, and then it went down. We wanted to get out 411, we got out 411. Okay, so let's take off the long position. All right, we came to the 10 o'clock hour. We knew that it was Thanksgiving. It was a U.S. holiday. U.S. banks are closed. We also know that, if we get it set up, we got to play it a little bit differently than we normally would, not shoot for as high of a target, and just take the low-hanging fruit, get some money in, and get out of the market, right? So what we did, we saw that this high was right here, was low-hanging fruit. We pulled our manipulation leg, 2 to 2.5 was above it, so making this a lower-hanging fruit. We also had a liquidity above here that was a nice target after we took the New York New York kill zone low. We took it here. We had a market structure shift, 2 fair value gaps. We pulled optimal trade entry. We saw that was on the bottom fair value gap. When we came in, we took our trade. right? Our stop was 5 handles, right? We were risking $100. So that's all it was going to be for a trade here. And as soon as we broke a little like above these highs, we moved our stop to break even. And we managed our risk, right? We came up and we took out this high right here. We moved our stop quite a bit up high in profit, so we, preserve our capital. And then when you took this out, we hit TP for $320. It's a good day. Now it came up to the 2.5, 2 to 2.5, and started retracing. And that's a good trade for a holiday on Thanksgiving. So that is your trade setup for the AM Silver Bullet on Thanksgiving, November 23rd, using the Kraken Silver Bullet Pro indicator.